So our theory of action from last time, so if we blank, so we haven't decided what we're doing yet, we'll figure that out once we find our common instructional strategy. Then 50% of our limited students, that's what we're focusing on, so that's our level 2. Limited students will be able to compare and contrast a common theme in 2 or more texts at a developing level, which is a level 3. So we're hoping to shift them up 1 level. So let's think about some common instructional strategies that we think might be helpful in teaching this.
Keeping in mind that we're not, just to clarify, it's not a whole new unit, right?
No.
Or it's just weaving it in a little bit here and there into what we're doing.
Yes.
Correct? Okay.
And Kate and I had that conversation because it really fits with the 5th grade standards of opinion writing. Yeah, so we're going to be talking about that.
And I was thinking that we also have poetry in the spring, and so poetry is a great thing to compare and contrast themes as well. So I think there's other things that we're going to be doing in literacy that will help continue them to work on this, but this extra little focus that we'll have.
Under poetry, it does say determine theme, determine meaning, compare and contrast languages in there.
So I'm going to read our developing from our rubric just so we have in mind what we're shooting for as we're looking at what we're going to instruct and how. So for 5th grade, it says use of compare and contrast language is evident, and they're doing it effectively. That's implied in that. Students will compare and contrast the author's approach to a theme or topic from 2 or more pieces of literature within the same genre. And evidence is provided, but there's not a justification of the citation. And for 4th grade, there's use of compare and contrast language, and it's done correctly. And students will compare and contrast the treatment of similar themes and topics and patterns of events from multiple texts. And then again, the evidence is provided, but it's without justification of the citation.
Yeah, because I feel like if we don't show them, they don't know how to do things, obviously.
So taking
That's what
that
teaching
time
is.
to supply that thinking just to start. But I think that's good too, as again, we're trying to just fit it in with other instruction, because that can be it doesn't take too long. So one day you're doing the modeling, the next they're trying one on their own type thing.
Yeah.
So I really like that too.
Well, and didn't we see a lot of growth too?
I did.
I think if I remember right, that all of us saw a lot of growth in our kids. I can't remember which category we were looking at, but I think across the board, everybody got done.
Can we make an outline of kind of the process, and then we can look for some actual text to use? I think that's going to be the hard part of this.
I think we need to be, I think we just need to make sure that we're really specific too, because I know that last time we were still kind of asking each other questions after the meeting, so I think we want to make sure that we're all very specific about exactly what we're doing.
But we can take that close reading idea of
really
highlighting important things and kind of underlining words we don't know as we're reading. And
my kids really latched onto that concept of close reading. These strategies also can cover a lot of the different standards that we're also teaching in tandem with this. So the poetry and the opinion writing and all of that we can use these 2 strategies through all of those, getting to the questions that Christine was talking about that we'll eventually be putting out there for them.
I think essentially we are doing a close read. We're just not calling it a close read on our paper because we're not following the exact thing. So it's basically a close read.